All right, it is 5:30. Happy Wednesday, everyone. How are you doing? My name is Jody Scheibe. I'm coming to you from San Diego, California. And for those of you who are just jumping on here for the first time, I'd love to kind of gauge and kind of hear where you're coming from. Put in the chat box where you are tuning in from. Let's see how many states we can get represented. Jamie, I thought it was Tuesday too for a second. We got New Jersey in the house. It's always fun to see how many people we have on here. New Hampshire, Florida, that's right, Florida, Michigan, New Jersey. Well, we got a lot of East Coast on. Another Jersey. I was actually born in New Jersey. Tennessee, I love it. We've got Canada in the house. Idaho. Oh my gosh, I love it. For those of you who haven't been around the last 2 years and are new to Zoom, ha ha ha, right? There's actually a camera option if you want to put it on. It's great to see your beautiful faces. It's great to engage with you. If you cannot put it on, if you're driving or listening, that's great too. We're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. We're going to get a lot of information in. We're going to kind of keep it short and sweet because I know your time is valuable and precious, and I appreciate you guys taking a chance to hop on. I am so excited to co-host this call tonight with my good friend Jenna. I'll intro her in a second, but let me introduce myself a little bit and then let you know what we're going to talk about. As I'm introducing myself a little bit more, now that we see where everyone's from, can you let me know a couple things? If you are already drinking ketones, say drinking ketones and maybe list your favorite benefit in the chat. If you have never drank ketones, put never in the chat. I'd kind of like to see that. Never, Gina, I know we're going to change that, right? Mental clarity. We've got some fat loss. We've got energy, appetite, never. Okay, we have a lot of newbies. This is awesome. Appetite control, mental focus, energy, 67 pounds of fat loss. Okay. For those of you who are brand spanking new, here's kind of what this call is about. We're going to talk about what are ketones? What the heck is this product that people are talking about? How does it relate to the keto diet? How do you use it? And what are the benefits? We're going to talk about the best ways to use the product, how to get started. We're also going to talk about how to get them for free, because that's my goal for everyone. And then we're going to talk about how our community plays a part and how you can share these if you're loving them and be a part of something a little bit bigger, if you choose. So like I said earlier, my name is Jody. I am a mom of 3, 16, 18, and 20. It is nutso. I got a sophomore in college. I have a senior daughter who just committed to Virginia Tech. Any Hokies in the house? Go Hokies. And I have a sophomore in high school. And about 5 years ago, I was introduced to ketones through Facebook. Pretty cool to see in the chat how you guys were introduced to ketones. I'm just curious. And honestly, when I say introduced to ketones, I'm just going to start by holding up a packet because that's what ketones are. They are a powder that you mix in water in a shaker cup. Right now, I'm actually drinking a carbonated ketone. It's our Keto Up. TikTok, lots of TikTok, Facebook Live, TikTok. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I had heard of the keto diet. How many of you tried or heard of a keto diet? I had heard of the keto diet. Yes, Coach Becker, right? I had never heard of being able to drink ketones. And just to give you a little background on myself, I was a stay-at-home mom for many years. Then I literally helped my brother launch a nutrition company into Whole Foods and Vitamin Shop and Sprouts Farmers Market. So I was working with ingredients every single day. And when someone said, did you know you could actually drink ketones? Like in the past, the only way to get ketones into your body would be to do that strict ketogenic diet, which is literally like you can't even eat a full bowl of broccoli, right? Forget sipping the wine. You can't even eat a bowl of grapes and you get knocked out of ketosis. But you could do that diet very strict for days or a week or something that to that length where your liver would start to make what's in this packet, right? So this is a complete biohack. This product was actually funded and developed by the Department of Defense for Navy SEALs. Like, when I heard that, I was like, okay, let me check back into the research, into the science, because I am a geek on the science. So what ketones do is they are a fuel source for your body. So in the past, like I said, you would have to do the keto diet, Erica, or you would have to fast and stop eating. Those were the two ways to get ketones into your bloodstream. Why would you want ketones in your bloodstream? You might be wondering, right? Well, glucose is a fuel source, but with glucose, you can crash. How many of you have those days at 2 p.m. where you're just like, I need a snack. I need more fuel. I need to keep going. That's because your body is running on glucose and it goes up and down and up and down and up and down. Ketones are a fuel source that is steady without a crash. They're not a synthetic. They're not a stimulant. There's nothing synthetic or artificial in them. They are literally, by the way, that our company has the only ketones that are exactly bioidentical to what your own body would make. So, okay, I got all that information and I geeked out, but I still didn't believe it until I tried it because ketones will give you better energy. They actually increase oxygen in your cells by 38%. They'll give you a better mood. They will give you better sleep. They will give you awesome appetite control because you won't be craving all the carbs and sugar. So it's a tool to totally just kind of make a shift. Like, I can't get more passionate and say there's no magic pill or fix or wrap or anything like that. Okay, there's just not. But I've never seen a product like this that somebody can start drinking and start making these natural shifts. I started drinking them 3-4 days in. My husband said, "What did you start doing differently? Like, you are so much nicer." Like, no joke. I'm glad he's not overhearing this. My mood changed. I started sleeping better. I wasn't waking up at 3 a.m. That's just my brief story on it. Before I started drinking ketones, I was that tired mom who chased energy and reached for coffee at 2 p.m., who snacked on things and had that relationship with food that I had to really fight and can control. I don't know if any of you can relate, but that's a lot of work in your brain when you're literally trying every day to make good choices, and sometimes you're not able to. That was me. So since I've been drinking ketones, I don't have to even think about those things. My brain naturally craves healthy things. I don't have that crash in the afternoon. I saw a lot of these experiences from people in the chat. So if you know what I'm talking about, put that in. If you've never tried ketones, I'd like to see which one of those benefits excite you the most. Is it sleeping better? Say, I want to sleep better. I want to be in a better mood. I want to show up as a better mom. For me, that's my story. So like I said, I'm co-hosting this call. I'm Italian. I tend to talk a lot, but my friend Jenna is on here. I want her to share a little bit of her story on ketones. And it's so awesome to host this call with her because it actually took her a while of me telling her, you got to try this. You got to try this. You got to try this. She's like, I'm good. And then she tried it. So Jenna, thanks for being on with us tonight.
Hey, Jody. Good to be on with you. Yes, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jenna Collar. I live in Florida now. When I started drinking ketones, I lived in Michigan. I've been able to move to Florida since then. I'll tell you about that later. But what I want to share with you is a little bit, Jody just told you a little something about me. I was super, super skeptical when I first heard about this stuff. Like, if you're a skeptic, naturally, if you hear someone like share their story about how something worked for them and your first thought is like, yeah, but really, what else did you do? Like, put a 1 in the chat just so that I know I'm not alone. Because I had to watch a friend of mine and Jody drink this for like a year before I was even open to have. Oh, see, I see some ones in there. See, I'm not alone. So many of us, our natural go-to is like, yeah, but really, like, what's the catch, or what's happening behind the scenes that I don't see? So it took me a long time of watching people drink it, hearing stories like you're going to hear tonight before I was even open to trying it. I'm going to let you in on a little tip right now. Don't be like me. Like, just take the chance, get your first drink, try it, give a shot. Like, you'll hear later, like, we have a money back guarantee on anything you purchase. So like, there's really no risk in trying it. It's just, you're going to get the benefits that it took me a year. Like, I started kicking myself once I tried it, and I was like, I could have had this for a whole year already. Like, what the heck? So my very first flavor I tried was this magic right here, raspberry lemonade. My friend shook it up, met me at the airport, picked me up for her baby shower, thought I might be thirsty when I got off the plane, handed me this raspberry lemonade drink. I drank it. I was like, oh, this stuff actually does taste amazing. Before drinking ketones, I was a new mom. Okay, I have a 5-year-old daughter now. I've been drinking this stuff for 4 years now, Jody. I just had my anniversary the other day. Like 4 years of drinking ketones. And I can tell you there have been maybe 10 days in the last 4 years that I have missed drinking this stuff because of how it makes me feel. Um, no joke. I went from the biggest skeptic to like the most diehard ketone drinker. And I will tell you all why. Here's what happened for me. I started drinking it. I see you laughing, Jody, because she knows how big of a skeptic and the questions I drilled her with. But here's what happened for me. Before drinking ketones, I was working out like 6 days a week. I was meal prepping and having panic attacks over meal prepping because if you know me for 5 minutes, you're going to learn I don't particularly like cooking. Like it's not a joy for me. If you're like that, go ahead and put a 2 in the chat. Like it's just not. I want it to be quick. I want it to be easy. I want it to be healthy, but I would prefer someone else make it for me. Okay. So meal prepping, working out, doing all of that, like it was a huge, huge stress in my life. And I hit this giant plateau. Oh, I see those shoes. Oh, you guys are going to like something else we have in our company as well. If you're like me, you can get healthy meals delivered right to your door. That's a little plug later. Ask the person who invited you this about that, because that has changed my life. But when I started drinking them, I was like, okay, I'm not going to work out and I'm not going to meal prep. I'm just going to like eat when I'm hungry or whatever. And I'm going to see what this stuff does in my body for a month. I already told you I was a huge skeptic. Started drinking it and the very first benefit I noticed that 100% surprised me was the energy. I knew people told me they felt energized, but I didn't believe them. And I didn't tell you guys, I used to live off of at least a pot of coffee a day. I had a 1-year-old. I was a tired new mom. I drank so much coffee, like 10 cups of coffee a day, no joke, and was still so tired all the time. And I still remember, I told Jody this, the first night I went to bed, 2 weeks into drinking this, and I realized I didn't even think about having coffee that day. I literally checked my pulse. I'm like, am I sick? Like, why didn't I think? Like, I felt so good all day long. I felt so energized all day long that I did not even think about having coffee. And that to me was the very first sign that this stuff was doing something in my body, because legit, like from that day on, I maybe drink 5 cups of coffee in a month when I would have gone through 5 cups of coffee before noon, before ketones. Okay. Then by the end of my first month, I dropped 7 pounds without working out and without meal prepping and without all the stress. And I'm never going to tell someone like, don't meal prep and don't work out. Like, do those things, especially if you love doing those things, keep doing those things. The muscle preservation, like look at Jody's muscles. She's got some real guns going on over there. This stuff helps with muscle preservation and all of that. So if you have goals to like body build, drink this stuff. If you have goals to lose some fat, drink this stuff. If you have goals to sleep better and have energy, drink this stuff. Like I get so excited when a skeptic like me starts drinking it, because I'm like, oh, just wait. Like wait till I get the text that I sent Jody and I sent Keisha, my friend who introduced it to me, just saying like, this stuff works. Like it really does. I can't believe it took me a year to try it. So that's a little bit about my story. I get excited for you guys to try it out, see what you think. And my personal favorite, like we have one called Blue Ocean that is our Unleashed formula. I start every single morning with that. And it used to be I would need 3 cups of coffee in the morning before you could even attempt to have a conversation with me. But now, like, because I'm sleeping better, I wake up and you can have a conversation with me. Jody can tell you, she was just here. She stayed the night at my house. I talked to her before ketones. It's real. But once I get that Blue Ocean in my system and my brain turns on, like, it's got 30% more ketones, just a touch more caffeine in it. And it really lights my brain up very first thing in the morning. So if you're a morning coffee drinker and you're like me and you like feel like you need it to function, like Blue Ocean would 100% be what I would recommend. Jody says, true story. Jody, what's your favorite product? Do you have a favorite right now? Or favorite?
Yes, and I see some questions. People are asking how many are you drinking each day? And, everyone's body is a little bit different. And like Jenna said, she mentioned Blue Ocean. That's an awesome product, but maybe you have a sensitive system or you're just starting out. Like you can grab our challenge kit, which has 20 packets. Half of them come with caffeine, half of them come without. Now, let me just get this straight. It's not the caffeine in the ketones that gives you energy. Remember when I mentioned that ketones increase oxygen in your cells by 38%? So you can be drinking decaffeinated all day long and get benefits. And when I'm saying all day long, you can't overdrink ketones. Basically, they're water soluble. So there's nothing like you can't overdo ketones. I started out drinking one a day for a while. And now sometimes I drink 2 a day. There have been days I've had 3 a day. I want you to think of ketones like a fuel source. Now, remember, this is diet independent. You no longer have to do any type of diet like the keto diet to get ketones in your body. So if you're paleo, if you're vegetarian, if you're gluten-free, if you're dairy-free, no matter what you are, you can drink this product. Think of it like putting a log on a campfire. If all 65 of us were sitting around a campfire, how fun would that be, by the way? And the fire was dying out and we were not done with our s'mores, because we could eat s'mores because we're drinking ketones and not eating a keto diet, right? But if we were not done talking, no one would think twice about throwing another log on the campfire. We would keep that burning. So if you drank a packet of ketones in the morning, when you wake up, I always suggest wait till you're actually hungry to eat. Ketones don't break a morning intermittent fast if you're doing any type of intermittent fasting. And that's a great tool for fat loss, by the way. But say it's 2 or 3 p.m. and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just a little tired. Or like me, I know I have 3 older kids to run around at night. I've got probably teenagers who are my teenagers love to talk to me at 11 o'clock at night. They will come in my room and want to spill their guts till midnight. If I know I have a long night ahead of me, I may drink another packet rather than drink a cup of coffee in the afternoon, rather than grab chips, rather than grab a granola bar. Does that make sense? So I use it like a fuel source. So 1 a day, 2 a day. With the challenge pack, that's a great way to start. Jenna we have some special bundle deals. One of my favorite products also, I'm just going to touch on it real briefly before I shoot it back to Jenna, is our Mitoplex. This is not your average electrolyte. When you're drinking ketones, because it does a lot of taking inflammation out of your body. It will take your fat cells and you literally, inflammation starts to leave your body with ketones. You deplete a lot more sodium and magnesium as you might start to find yourself going potty a little bit more. I say potty because I'm a mom. But drinking electrolytes is a great way to replenish them. I find people who are actually tending to eat more low carb naturally, this is a great product. And we have some bundle deals now where you can save and get the challenge box with the Mitoplex, or get 2 challenge boxes with the Mitoplex if you have a spouse doing it. If you are not unfamiliar with fasting and you've played around with some fasting, we have an awesome keto reboot assisted fasting kit. If fat loss is a goal for you, or if you plateaued in other things you've done, just jot down reboot. You're going to ask the person, hey, this will be fun. Put in the chat who invited you to this call too. Let's see who invited everyone to this call. I just finished doing the reboot for the past 2 days. It's something I used to do monthly. Our community does it together monthly. So it's a great support system. I see Amber. I think she just started it. Yes, Gina, I did invite you. We had Amber's on here too. I know Amber just finished the reboot. So that's awesome. If any of you are coffee drinkers, you can still drink coffee on ketones. We actually have a keto cream that goes in coffee that helps you burn fat and gives you some great mental clarity in the morning. So don't get confused about all these products. The person who invited you to this call is going to guide you on some of the options to get started. I just wanted to touch on some of them. And as you stay on this call, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what's coming, some new flavors that are coming this Friday. But Jenna, like maybe you could just, I know we have a guest here, but maybe before you introduce her, just kind of share what your typical day looks like on ketones.
Oh, sure. For me, similar to Jody, like it depends on the day a little bit, but pretty consistently, I get up. I already told you, I drink Blue Ocean in the morning. That Mitoplex, the electrolyte she was telling me about, I throw that right in with my very first ketone in the morning. So that's normally Blue Ocean. I throw the lemon in there. It tastes like this lemony pina colada. It's awesome. Great way to start the day. So that's what I start with. And then normally I don't usually get hungry. Honestly, I'm not even hungry till 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So I might eat a small meal at that point in time. And then after that, I typically drink my second ketone for the day. So it might be a can of Keto Up that I have in the fridge. It might be a raspberry lemonade. Strawberry peach is one of my favorite flavors. And then I also try in between there to drink a whole bottle or a whole shaker cup of water, just because, like Jody said, it can deplete you a little bit in hydration. And so I try to always fill up my water. So in between my keto drinks, my shaker cup is always full of water. So I got to drink the whole water before I can get my next keto fix. That's what I say. That's my goal every day. And then occasionally I used to have extremely long days because I had a new baby. And I was bartending, which is why I'm super excited about what's coming. But I would be at work sometimes till 3 a.m. So during those days, like if we have any moms out there or dads out there that have extremely long days, sometimes I throw in a third ketone. Like if I was at work and crashing at like 9 p.m. and I knew I was going to be there till 3, I might drink another one at that time just because I need that extra fuel, like Jody said. So really depends on your days and your schedules. I have friends that drink 1 packet in the morning and they're good, or 1 packet in the afternoon and they're fine. So it really depends on your personal body and chemistry and how you metabolize it and use it. So that's my typical day. And then I do have a friend on here. I'm so excited for you guys to share or to hear her share and like hear her experience on ketones. She's a new friend of mine. She's been drinking. Well, I won't tell you her story. I will let her tell you her story. Her name is Tori. This is going to be, I think, her first time publicly sharing. So you guys show her some love in the chat. Say hi, Tori, and give her all the love. Tori, if you want to unmute real quick, I really want them to hear like who you are, where you're from, and just share what you've been sharing with me. Tori's been reaching out to me, sharing her transformation, her story, her goals. We've been working together, and I'm super excited for you guys to be able to hear from her. So show her some love, some jazz fingers, clap for her, cheer for her. And yeah, Tori, I'm going to ask you. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Hey, I'm Tori. I am from central/southern Utah. When I say that is we kind of bounce back and forth between central and southern. I'm a busy mom of 4 kids. Currently, I'm sitting at cheerleading dance pictures. So if you see me look up, sorry, I just got a little girl I'm trying to keep an eye on as she's running around. I'm also married to a truck driver who is gone long haul. Sometimes he's gone for a couple weeks. Sometimes he's gone for months. So I'm kind of mom and dad quite a lot, which is exhausting. And before I started drinking ketones, I was exhausted. I worked a career that drained the life out of me. I gained a lot of weight from that. Also, trying to be mom and dad and balancing family life and things going on, and it just was really stressful, and I needed something to do. And I actually followed someone on TikTok for probably 6 to 9 months and saved up. And then I finally decided I'm going to try it. And I tried it for 1 month, and the feeling, like, I felt incredible. My energy was there. But I took my kids to school. I didn't want to go crawl back in bed. But I did end up talking myself out of buying it again or staying on this program to keep going because Christmas was coming and I kind of put my kids first. So I decided it was more important for my kids to have Christmas than me getting healthy. And so I stopped, which led to around Christmas time. My husband had we were having a conversation and he was like, why are you not, like, why did you stop? What was going on there? And I said, well, financially, I didn't want to put the burden on us. And so my husband was like, you were coming, your energy was back, you were happy, everything again. So we decided that I should try it again. And I told myself 6 months. And since I started it, I've been consistently drinking it twice a day. I also add the keto kick in occasionally. And I have lost 40 pounds in 3 months. And my stress is gone. My energy is up. Even like people have noticed me in public. They're like, how are you staying so focused and so energy and like not exhausted all the time? So what I am excited about to continue is just learning about this company, continuing to drop fat. I'm not done on this journey to lose weight. I've got a goal, a big goal, which is almost double what I've lost already, but I can do it. And learning how to get ketones for free and helping others get theirs for free. And also possibly earning income on the side so that I can go back to staying at home completely with my kids.
I had to find my unmute button because I'm sharing the screen, so it was in a different spot. Tori, that's amazing. You guys look at her before and better photo right here. Like, this is 3 months in. She has dropped 40 pounds. We say she's released 40 pounds of fat. Like, she didn't lose it because we're not going to find it again. It's gone. It's out there. We've released it. And she feels amazing. And what I love, like, there's a few things I heard in her story that were so relatable to me. And hopefully you guys caught this too. Hold on, I'm going to stop sharing so I can see more of your faces because I love it. She said, number one, Jody put this in the chat. Moms, we tend to put everybody else first, right? And what I've learned since being a part of this community and what I've been reminded of again and again and again is the importance of putting our oxygen mask on first, because if we're not taking care of ourselves, we're not taking care of everybody else as well as we could be, right? If you're not operating at your highest level, then you're not going to be able to give at your highest level either. So moms, take note of that. Dads, take note of that. It's not only moms, dads do it too, but I relate to moms. But number two, when husbands support what we're doing, ladies, like when the people in your life, whether it's your husband or your wife or your parents or your sister or whoever, like when they're seeing the change to the point where they're calling you out on it and being like, wait a minute, why did you stop doing that? Like, we're going to figure out a way to make this work because of the difference it made in you. And they're all seeing it. Like, that's huge. That's huge. Because I've done things in the past that, like, my husband was like, are you sure we need to be spending money on that? And he did not see the value in it. But this, like, he will support anything I want to do with this because of the change he saw in me. Jody's husband's the same way. Tori's husband, you heard her say it, he called her out on it. And it, like, points to the husbands that are supporting and noticing. And that just got me very excited. And what you'll find, ladies, too, is oftentimes these husbands start stealing your ketones. I'm going to warn you now, double up your order because those ketones are going to disappear. They're going to be like, wait, what? This did that to her. What can it do to me? Right? As you shrink, they're going to want to shrink too. Anyway, side note. Jody, I just got excited listening to her story. So I don't know.
Yeah. Me too. First of all, I love the before and the better picture. Can we all say that we need to do this more? By the way, if you're loving this call, we do have this call every Wednesday. Take note. So if you're thinking this is interesting, you can invite people next week. And that kind of leads into what Jen and I are going to talk about kind of for the next 5 to 10 minutes, if that's okay with you. Because for me, when I started drinking ketones, I didn't think it was something I could put in my budget. And I'm just to be completely honest with you, if you're paying full price, which no one really ever does in our community, it's less than a Starbucks. It's literally saved me money on my grocery bill because I don't snack anymore. However, I was a budget mom. I was a garage sale shopper. I was a Craigslist seller. I'm a coupon clipper. So the first thing I asked is, okay, what's the deal? What do I have to do to get this for the best price? So people usually fall into one of 3 categories. So person number one, maybe you're on this call and you're like, you know what? I'm curious. I want to start with either the challenge pack to try a variety of flavors. Maybe I want to do one of the bundles. It's a better deal when you combine them. Maybe you're just going to go right for the Blue Ocean, or maybe Friday when our cocktail series releases and there's Miami Vibes, Mojito Nights, Freeze Up Freeze, and Banana Daiquiri. I mean, right? Maybe you're going to buy that. So that's person number one. All right. We have discounted prices for brand new customers. Our challenge pack is discounted for brand new customers. You're going to save about $30 being a new customer. You can buy up to 3 of these on a discounted rate. That's person number one. Maybe you're also going to take advantage. We have an awesome program called Smart Ship. It's not like auto ship. So I like to just differentiate it because you're in control of it. It means that everything you get is going to come at 22% off should you choose to keep getting it. And every 3 months that you have something on Smart Ship, the 4th month, you get a free box of ketones from the company as a gift for being a Smart Ship loyal customer. It's a loyalty program, right? We also often have sales on new flavors for our Smart Ship customers. So that's person number 1. You're a customer. Maybe you set up Smart Ship. I tell people set it up because you have 30 days to make the decision if you're going to have it run, right? You can control the flavors, the quantity, you log in, you can cancel, you can edit it. It's not a phone call where you sit online. It's an awesome customer loyalty program. So I encourage you to set up Smart Ship. That's person number 1. Person number 2 is a customer who has that Smart Ship set up, and say you share this with your neighbor and your best friend, your sister and your cousin. Say you invite your 2 coworkers on the next Wednesday night's call and they're like, I want to get some ketones. Well, guess what? Every customer has a special link. It's your own customer link. And if you have 2 friends use your customer link and they're also on Smart Ship, yours start coming free. That's right. Completely free every single month. Like, this is no other program I've ever seen with any other company. I tell people about my favorite foods at Whole Foods, at Sprouts, my favorite movies, my favorite restaurants. I never get anything free for telling people about my favorite things I love. So if you're loving ketones, there's no reason for you to ever pay full price. And the person who is supporting your journey can help you start to get those for free. So that's person number 2, customer drinking free ketones. Then there's also person number 3. Maybe you're sitting on this call and you're thinking, wait a second, I know way more than 2 people who would want to drink ketones. Or maybe you're just curious about, you've been watching online. You see there's a community of people here. You see there's a community of people kind of banded together, taking fun trips, supporting each other, doing Zooms, and making some extra income for their family. That's when we talk about becoming a promoter with Prove It. And right now we have something called a $1 Keto Club, where you can actually join our community for $1. Get started out being a promoter. You actually profit on your startup. When you start a business here, and the person who invited you can go into more detail on that. And you can be a part of a community, have a side business, earn some side income. So really just quickly, as I was drinking ketones, the first thing I said is I need to get them at the best price. Then the second thing that went through my head is, wait a second, every mom I know is going to want this. Like, maybe I should just do the business. I had never done a business like this. In fact, I personally had some negative connotations to the word network marketing. And I don't know if that's you sitting on this call, but I just want to rephrase it a little bit for you. This is community-based marketing. There's no other company where you get the support of someone walking you through your journey on a product like this. So I'm so thankful this isn't sold in Whole Foods or Vitamin Shop, because you wouldn't have the personalized attention. You wouldn't have the free product referral program. And over the past 5 years that I've been sharing this, it's opened my eyes. Remember in the beginning of the call, I mentioned that I ran a nutrition company. I actually did sell products in retail. That is like the worst business model ever, because the stores take 40%. So I love community-based marketing. I think it's the way of the future. The fact is, most people don't know you can drink ketones. They know that you can do a keto diet. They've either tried it. By the way, keto is still the #1 Googled health word in the world on Google for health, but people don't know you can drink ketones. So the conversation is hot. The conversation is exciting, and it doesn't take much to share it. And we have a lot of simple systems to do that. So I know I have my friend Lindsay on here. Where are you? If you want to come off mute. Okay. So I was asking about you. I know you're a science. Hi, Lindsay. Thanks for sharing. I know you're a science lab tech, so you have another job. Most of us, when we start sharing this, by the way, we're not all full time. We do this in the pockets of our day. You can do this 5 minutes a day, or 5 minutes a week, or you can do it full time like me now. So Lindsay, I'd love for you to share your business story with everyone here on the call.
So I'm Lindsay. I'm 31. I'm from New Jersey. I've been drinking ketones and sharing the product for 6 months now. I saw my friend on her Instagram story. She was saying that she had energy to play with her son after work, and she was calling it mom fuel. And I watched and I watched and I watched, and I thought, I am so jealous that she has the energy to play with her son. I work full time, all the time, overtime. Like, I seriously, it was like the summer from hell. I work in healthcare, so it's been a crazy year. We lost so many employees because of, vaccines and that debate and stuff like that. So we were very short staffed. We were going in at 3:00 in the morning, not coming home till 3 in the afternoon. So I was literally exhausted. So I wasn't really looking for a weight loss source. I was looking for that energy source. And when I saw Morgan posting that she had energy to play with her son, I thought, I just need to text her. I looked on Amazon first and I thought, holy crap, these are really expensive. Then I finally messaged her and I said, like, just give me whatever. Just give me the strawberry peach. That looks good to me. Give me the Mitoplex. Just give me everything. I was literally hooked from the first day I drank it. I decorated my whole house for Christmas. The very first day. So coming off a 12-hour shift and decorating my whole house for Christmas, that was like a really big deal for me. I started noticing my sleep was better. I used to clench from anxiety when I was going to bed because I thought, like, how am I going to stay up the next day? I was just such like an anxious mom. I have 2 kids. They're 4 and 18 months. So it's busy in here all the time. And me working full time, we're always coming or going. We're always in and out of this house. So I was really looking for a clean energy source. And what I found was like a gold mine, basically. When I saw Morgan promoting it, I really just wanted to buy ketones for free because, again, I'm a mom of 2, working full time, overtime. It was obviously for a reason. So I told her that I wanted to be a promoter. I came in on Black Friday. And Melissa and Morgan were kind of just like, we'll teach you about everything later. Just go, 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 go. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but like, whatever. I put a post up and literally like all these people just were like, give me it. I'll do it. I said, like, I had energy to play with my kids after work. People knew how many hours I worked a week. They knew how much I was at work. Like, they just knew that if I was saying that I had energy, they knew it was real. So I got all these people on board. I got my ketones for free. I was very happy about that. And then later, it started like the trickling effect where it was like, everyone I talked to noticed a difference in me. Like my husband noticed my mood. I wasn't clenching my jaw anymore. I was working, but like, I still had that energy to come home to play with my kids. Like I was just a happier mom. So it really changed me as a mom. And that was really important to me because I was very much struggling in the summer with being everything. And then it just kept going and going and all these people wanted to jump on board. So then I started to earn income, a lot of income. And I didn't have to work all that overtime anymore. I got to spend more time with my kids. I didn't have to pick up weekends. I could take a day off of work a week and not worry about, oh my God, like, am I going to have enough for the groceries? Like the weight of the world came off my shoulders with ketones. So it's been amazing. Like just even taking that one day off just to be with my babies and be a mom. Like, I love that. So wow. I'm excited.
Wow. Okay. Sorry. I wanted to like cheer over here, but I don't want to freak you all out. I know it's like 9:00 at night and I don't want to like scream and wake up the whole household. Jamie, I see you cheering. Listen, what got me so excited listening to you share your business story, like it's so simple. You had an experience with the product. You shared your experience with the product. People saw you have your experience with the product. And that's led to you not only you feeling amazing, but now you're having the energy to spend time with your kids and you're having the time to spend with your kids because you just opened up your mouth and you shared what it was, right? Like,
and I'm up at 9:00. This is not unheard of.
That's amazing. I mean, it's literally life-changing in every single way. The product and the business, like they go hand in hand. When you have an experience, people are going to notice. And when you're willing to share your story, you can wait until you lose 60 pounds and 100 pounds and then share your story, or you can take people on your journey from day one with you and share your story. And when you're sharing your story, you're building a relationship with people, you're building trust with people. And out of that, you build a business and you build income and you change your life. And I can tell you personally, before I did this as a business, because remember, I was super resistant to even try the product. So I drank it secretly for a month. Then I was like, I'm in, I'm all in. Like this stuff is legit, I'm all in. And I bought this promoter package and I bought 200 samples of this product, and I had to borrow money to do it because before drinking ketones and before joining this business, I was on disability. I had had a foot surgery. I had $20,000 in medical debt. I had a stack of bills at home that okay, dude, every time I share this part of my story, I still want to cry about it because it was such a horrible time in my life. And if any of you can relate to this, put a 3 in the chat or say like me too in the chat. But like I had a stack of bills where I literally had to choose which one I was going to pay and which one I was going to try to skip for the month and just pray that they weren't going to send me to collections, like, because I could not pay everything. My husband wasn't working. He was very sick at the time too. And I like, oh, okay, there's a lot of you guys. I just couldn't do it. And I remember sitting on the couch with my friend and she was like, Jenna, like, I don't need you to do this business for me, but I think that you might need you to do this business for yourself. Like, if you want to change your life, like, I'm here to support you in building a business. And it hit me so hard because she didn't need me to do it. She was having tons of success without me. People were loving ketones. I was watching them like drive to her house just to buy more. And it was just insane watching people come to her. So I jumped in and I bought 200 samples of this stuff when I still had $20,000 in debt. And I borrowed money to do it. And then I completely freaked out and I almost quit. And I was like, what am I going to do with 200 samples of this stuff? Like, completely freaked out. And like, what if I can't sell a single one? And what happened is within 2 weeks, I had all of those samples sold to people. And within a month, I hit all of like the beginning bonuses that we have set up and built in. And people can tell you about all that later. Ask the people who invited you to this. If you're in a financial situation where you need fast change, like, we have an opportunity here for you that will dramatically change your life. Like, I am completely out of debt now, debt free. I moved my family from Michigan to Florida. Like, I built a business. I am surrounded by a community of people willing to help me. I'm so excited because I've been doing this for 4 years now, but I still feel like I'm just getting started. And so many people are just getting started with us. And our company is advancing so quickly. We're in 23 different countries. We have so many products to offer the world. And we have so many people that still feel terrible and need to feel better. And so I get so excited because we can change lives with the product and how people feel, but we can also change people from carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders like Lindsay was and like I was. And when we get that financial freedom, oh my gosh, y'all, like, it is a game changer, not only for us, but for our families and for our friends and for everybody around us. So if you're like me and you heard that and you thought, man, we don't need you to join this for us. Like, we just don't, like, but whoever invited you to this, like, wants to support you in changing your own life. So if that's something that you're looking for as a change, then like, we're here for it. And every single person on this call is here to support you in that journey because we are a community-based company, whether you're on our team or you're not. Like, we are Team Prove It and we are here to help. So that, so can you tell? You got me fired up, Lindsay, because you're reminding me of my story. I got so excited. So,
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. I literally work this business from the bathroom at my work.
oh man, I had 15 minutes a day to work this business when I started. And that was all I gave to it. And here I am 4 years later. This is all I do. This is all Jody does. This is all a lot of people on this call do. Like, it's what we do because we're passionate about it and we're changing lives together. So
I mean, you're giving me all the feels, Jenna. You know where I was 5 years ago, right? I was the mom, like, buying my kids' stuff at garage sales or buying it off Craigslist or buying garage sale stuff to flip stuff on Craigslist, selling my kids toys to even try ketones. And like Lindsay and like Jenna, I started just sharing this because I loved it. And I thought, what if, like, what if I can get these for free? What if I could make an extra $250 to put my boys in travel baseball? Like, we needed that. Full transparency, we have a 16, 18, and 20-year-old. We had no college savings. We were just trying to stay in our house and pay for our kids' food for years. We sacrificed a lot for me to be a stay-at-home mom in San Diego. I would never have imagined that COVID would have hit. My husband would have lost his entire business or job. And I'm just saying that residual income and plan Bs and extra income, maybe your kids are 10 years old and you want to start a college fund. You can do this for the next 10 years and let that money pile up. Now I'm able to help my kids commit to Virginia Tech, commit to Point Loma Nazarene, commit to where they want to go because of the extra income in this business. I had no social media, so don't think you need to be a TikTok person or a Facebook person or Instagram person. I just want to make that very clear. You don't need to have social media to share this product. You don't need to have ever done this before. I had never done this before. I had neither of those. Our community just locks arms with you, and we give you the tools and resources to share this if you love it. And yes, I love your story too, Jamie. Like, never thought it would be in your life. There are people who commit to this 5 minutes a day, like I said, or 5 hours a week, or now this is what I do full time. So I'm super, super blessed. I just have it in my heart, like Jenna said. If there's anything that sparks something in you, it's there for a reason. So reach back out to the person who invited you to this call. Maybe you want to get started as a customer. Maybe you really want to get those free ketones. Customers earn free product too, just the same as promoters. Or maybe you're like, hey, I do want to take that chance. I'd love an extra $100 a month. I'd love an extra $500 a month. Whatever amount you put into this, it's awesome that you can get out of it. So the product, by the way, is backed by 9 patents. It is the only one of its kind. You can't find it anywhere else. So it's really cool to share something with someone that they're not replacing something else they're already doing, and they can feel a difference immediately in drinking the product. I love that it's backed by science. So thank you, everyone who shared. Thank you, Lindsay and Tori and Jenna. Super powerful. Did I miss anything, Jenna?
I think you nailed it. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate your time tonight.
Yes, invite some friends to next Wednesday's call. We have them same time every week. If you want free ketones, that's the simplest way. Invite your mom and your brother, invite your sister and your neighbor, invite your Bible study, invite your book club. This call is a standing call. Use it as a resource. I bet you'll have free ketones next week if you invite some friends. So thank you everyone for staying on here a little bit longer than we anticipated. We feel very blessed that you took time out of your lives tonight to hop on this call with us. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.